Essex produced their worst Vitality Blast performance of the year as they were outplayed throughout by a rampant Somerset side, which won by 114 runs in Chelmsford thanks to a career-best bowling effort from Rolf van der Merwe. Batting first after winning the toss, Somerset began their domination thanks to the brilliance of Tom Banton, who, having got himself in by seeing out 3 deliveries, then struck his next 4 to the boundary. The Chelmsford crowd the latest to watch in awe at some of the incredible stroke play from the youngster, who next hit Aaron Beard for a 6, 22 runs coming off the second over. So on early came Ravi Bopara, who, with his second delivery, had Banton held by Adam Zampa, his 39 runs coming off only 17 balls. In an explosive start, Bopara then removed James Hildreth's next ball for a golden, Somerset getting to 60 for 2 at the end of the power play. Babar Azam had made a steady start, and he and Tom Abel were now the two to try to make the most of the start given to them by Banton's brilliance. Abel ensured that the returning Beard was unable to settle, this maximum taking the total to 97 for 2 at the halfway stage of the innings. Simon Harmer was as expensive as Beard, 4 overs between the pair at this stage, going for 70 runs. Harmer's second costing 24, as Barber once and Abel twice went the distance off the spinner. The visitors racing to a score of 128 for 2, still with 8 overs of their innings remaining. The rapid 79-run partnership was ended as Adam Zampa had Abel stumped to go for a 45, which occupied only 25 deliveries. Babar Azam then went to his third 50 in what's turning out to be a fine tournament for him. This one included 6 fours and a 6 and occupied 37 balls. Bopara then had him out for 56, the bowler's figures of 3 for 18 from 4 overs, quite extraordinary in what was otherwise an awful innings for those with the ball in their hands. That also included Mohamed Amir, who was twice sent to the distance off successive balls by the exciting new prospect of Eddie Byram, a man who knows how to strike a cricket ball. Zampa can tell you all about that as well. These were international bowlers being treated with contempt by the young Zimbabwean, who raced up to 44 off just 22 deliveries, the total closing in on 200 with plenty of balls left. Zampa exacted his revenge by having Byram held by Bopara. A wicket quickly followed up by the one of van der Merwe, who was taken behind off Amir. But Beard had to return to deliver the final over, and another 20 came off it as he ended with figures of 3 overs which went for 55. Craig Overton blasting 2 late 6s as the visitors ended an innings to remember on 225 for 6. Chasing down the third highest score in this season's competition was not going to be easy, even with someone of Cameron Delport's undoubted skills. He began well with some early boundaries, 3 off successive deliveries from Jerome Taylor. Tim Groenebaugh would have been thrilled to get shot of the danger man for 22, Abel holding on to end the opening partnership at 38, made in 4 overs. Tom Westley then fell in the next one, Max Waller with the take-off Overton, Westley gone for 20, the Eagles on 43 for 2 from 5. Van der Merwe may not have started well with the ball, 2 of his first 4 deliveries going the distance off the bats of Dan Lawrence and Adam Wheater, but this was pretty much the only highlight of the Eagles' innings as it then crumbled. From 75 for 2, they were dismissed for 111, losing 8 wickets for 36 runs in 30 balls, starting with the loss of Wheater, who picked out Hildreth after making 16. Lawrence went to the next over, holding out to Overton off Waller for a 24, which used up only 12 balls. Van der Merwe then took full advantage of the batsman's need to hit out and everything. Ryan Tenduscarter was taken by Abel for 5. Then 2 balls later, Bopara was caught by Banton off the spinner, who made it 3 wickets in 4 balls when he then had Walter legged before. 3 wickets had been taken for 2 runs in the over to leave the hosts on 89 for 7. Waller then got shot of Harmer for 2, leaving it to the vastly experienced van der Merwe to finally claim his first 5-wicket haul in this format, Beard taking the deep by Overton. Van der Merwe ended with 5 for 32, but only got through 3 overs as Waller now finished off the game by bowling a mere for his own analysis of 3 for 26. Essex were all out for 111 on a night to forget for them. The defeat was by 114 runs. They now head to Cardiff to take on strugglers Glamorgan on Friday, while Somerset go to Hampshire on the same evening, now filled with confidence.